What's up? What's up? It's your boy RBA from VA, Richmond to be exact. And I need you guys to do a couple favors for me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely comment. Love to hear from you guys. It's a show for the fans, by the fans. Peace. What up? What up? It's your boy RBA from VA, Richmond to be exact. And I'm back again. Back like I never left. Back again, man. I wanted to do a little show with you guys today. Talk on a little football topic. No, there ain't much going on, but bear with me. I think I got something a little juicy for you guys. This guy, he's a topic, of course. And the guy that I'm ready to discuss with you guys is somebody that we expect a lot from. But I have to ask myself, and I have to ask you guys as well, what is a lot for this guy this year? That guy that I'm talking about is Chase Young. Chase Young, the generational talent, labeled that soon as he came in the NFL. Is that still the case for you guys? Let me know how you feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about it personally. But with that being said, yeah, I said it. With that being said, I definitely want him to come back 100%. Health is the most important thing for me. I don't want him rushing back on the field. I think that we have some depth at the position now, and we should be able to man the defensive line until he can make a safe and healthy return. So let's take a deep dive into Chase Young a little bit. Of course, he was our second pick in the 2020 draft. 2020, he came in like gangbusters. He had 44 total tackles, 32 solos, 12 assists, 7.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. Let's remember that part. I'm going to come back to that a little bit later. Yeah. Also, he had a fumble recovery, and then my man also returned one for a TD. Yikes. 2020, we were looking at this guy in a different light. And then 2021 rolls around. Let's go ahead and take a deep dive into that. Let's dive off the diving board. 9 games total, 26 total tackles. Yikes. 15 solos, 11 assisted, 1.5 sacks. How does that make you guys feel? Let me know. And then he did have 2 forced fumbles. So that's pretty much probably the bright side of that whole thing. Of course, we know what happened against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Week 10 last season against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chase Young had a season-ending knee injury. He finished with 26 combined tackles, 4 QB hits, 3 tackles for loss, and 1.5 sacks. Yikes. I guess that thing they talk about, what's that thing they talk about? Starts with an S. Sophomore slump, I want to say that is. I'm pretty sure he had one of those. But the real question is, are we talking bust here? Are you guys talking bust? I got to ask you a question. You know this is a show for the fans, by the fans. Your opinion is most important to me and most important to this channel. Are we talking bust with Chase already? Have you guys given up on him? Would you rather, if this is the case, would you rather keep Montez Sweat long term and let Chase Young walk? Or do you think that he's going to have a resurgence this year coming off the ACL? Yes, medical practice has gotten better when it comes to injuries like ACLs, as we know. We've seen other DNs come back and have incredible seasons after coming off that long-term injury. But some of those guys were athletic freaks, and I'm not saying Chase Young doesn't have that capability, but if he doesn't add some things to his arsenal, yeah, I said it, his arsenal, it can get real ugly. I think when Chase came into the league, he looked like an absolute savage. The guy came in ripped up, looked like the Predator. Was very scary at Ohio State, but this ain't the Big Ten. You're not playing, these little tackles that, won't ever see the league. These guys are professionals, and they're grown men, and they're playing to pay the bills. These guys study film. They're students of the game. That's why they are professionals, and that's why this is the NFL, the National Football League. And I think 2021 was an eye-opener for Chase Young. He's a young guy. I know he has that dog in him. I'm hoping that, this season wasn't the last season wasn't something that will father his decline. I just, if I'm being honest with you guys, I remember, let's rewind the tape. I remember when there was a guy that came out. He had dreads. He played for a team, Gamecocks. Oh, yeah, that guy. Jadeveon Clowney. You remember that guy? He had that huge tackle on that guy from Michigan. Helmet came off. Ball came out, and he recovered the fumble. The guy came in, ran like a 4.4 40 at the combine. Measurables off the charts. And I thought, let me speak for me. When that guy came in the league, I was scared. And I thought he would be dominating the leagues for years. And as we know now, he's kind of somewhat a journeyman. He's still in the NFL. He, sometimes he makes plays. But for what he was supposed to be in the league, it's nowhere close. And I'm just afraid that, sometimes these players come in with these expectations. Let's talk about expectations. Expectations can get you in trouble sometimes. They really can. We're all human. We all have jobs, I suppose. I know I work every day. And sometimes people put these expectations on you that you in life that you just can't do it. It's just something that you're incapable of holding. And I think when Chase Young, he won Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. And then what came with that? All the endorsement deals, Family Feud. He thought he had arrived. I really think that. And I think that he forgot that you got to be a student of the game. And it showed. I was so excited for the season. The defense had just came off a season where they were dominating. I thought Chase was going to go off for 12, 15 sacks. Him and Montez Sweat talking about the teammate sack record and things like that. Montez Sweat was asked about it in the media. He addressed it. I loved his answer. He didn't run from it. He spoke on it. And, Chase seems to be in high spirits, but he did an interview with Julie Donaldson, and he said, it definitely was an eye-opener for him. And I'm hoping it was just that. I remember the first preseason game, and I know I'm talking about preseason, but what can I say? I'm human. I was excited. New season, new opportunity. We talking playoffs last year. People were jumping out the window. I wasn't jumping out the window per se. I was trying to stay safe. But still optimistic at the same time. Chase Young comes off the edge, beats the tackle with a beautiful spin move. Boom. Nails Cam Newton right in the back. Ball comes out, and I'm like, holy moly. Houston, the NFL has a problem. He has arrived. And then the regular season gets here, and Casper the Ghost shows up. It got real quiet. And then my breaking point with him last season was the Falcons game. That really did it for me. The Falcons game, when Chase Young had Matt Ryan right in his grasp, and he does some weird, unorthodox tackle type, sack type push. I would love to ask him what was going on that play. And the thing about it was, he should have just tackled him, because we got a penalty anyway. And that's when I realized we're in trouble. And maybe we need to take a deeper look at what's going on. Is it the D-line coach? Is it the players not listening? I don't know, but I don't have the answers. Like my man Sway, like my man Kanye said, Sway, you don't got the answers. I'm just a fan. I don't have the answers. But I'm definitely going to discuss it with you guys because I want to get to the bottom of it. So that's when I knew we had an issue. And then if it couldn't get any worse, we lose them in week 10 to an ACL. And I remember the moment I'm watching the game. He's on the field. He's grabbing. Before it even came out, you know when you're watching the game and you're looking, you just know. When you know. And I just knew it was ACL. And it turned out to be ACL. And I felt bad for him. I really did. But this offseason, he's been working out, it seems, with Von Miller, who we know is an absolute savage. He's been working out with Von Miller, working on some hand stuff. All I seen was hands. Chase can't do much. He's rehabbing right now. He was rehabbing in Colorado. That became a big topic at the mini camps and OTAs with the media. The vampires, as I like to call them. And Ron co-signed it and said they knew Chase had a plan and everything like that. And then Chase finally showed up and Chase addressed it. And I thought he spoke well for himself. He didn't run from any questioning. He said they got a plan. The organization is fully aware of that plan and everybody's on the same page. Excuse me. Love to hear that. Long as Ron's on the same page, long as the medical team's on the same page, I could care less about all the outside noise. And then to see him working with Von Miller and just working on the hands. Von Miller has incredible bend. Probably the best bend I've ever seen by an edge rusher. That guy gets around that corner, he bends, and it is absolutely insane. If Chase can take some of that stuff and add it to his arsenal already with the physical tools he's been gifted, and the desire to be great that I know he has. I know he has the desire to be great. I just hope that he doesn't let the outside influences take over. Sometimes that happens. And unfortunately in this league, you have to, every year, you have to add something new to the arsenal. You can never get comfortable, and I think Chase fell victim to that last year. But it wasn't just him. The whole defense as a overall, they underperformed. It was just bad news, Bears. Yeah, yikes. With that being said, Montez Sweat, he was having a respectable season last year. He had a lot of unfortunate events happen between him breaking his jaw and then the passing of his brother. Sorry that that happened to him. It was definitely something you can't control. But the guy was definitely showing some upside. We know what John Allen did, the captain, Pro Bowl year. I expect the same from him. But I want to see Chase come back, but I want to see him come back and not rush to come back. When you can go, and I'm not expecting him to come out and get 13, 15 sacks. Let's be realistic. When you're coming off an injury like that, it's going to take some time to get back to where you want to get, But the most impressive thing about Chase was not just the sack numbers in his rookie season. It was I always talk about the impactful plays. It was the impactful plays for me. The 4 forced fumbles, the 3 fumble recoveries. He had like 4 batted balls. That's the type of stuff that I want to see coming from Chase, because I believe that that's the stuff that's going to get him back to where he was. And as the fans, we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to have some healthy dialect and really see, um, where Chase is at, and we're smart fans. We're gonna be able to key in. We're gonna be paying attention. But I'm pretty sure I know he's a smart guy, and I know he knows that he was underwhelming last season, and I know for himself he's gonna want to be a better player this year. But I don't want him to do anything that will harm the team further by him rushing back. And I think that's most important. We can man. I hope the team is relaying the message to him, Ron, the medical staff. We can man the ship until you come back. We have a capable offense now. I feel comfortable saying that, which is weird. Yeah. We have a capable offense. We have capable weapons. We have some nice depth, some healthy depth. We on a healthy diet. So Chase Young, just take your time, rehab, get that leg right. And one thing I like what he said, the type of surgery he had, yeah, it'll take longer for him to rehab. But with the same token, his leg should be stronger than it ever was. So he's taking the necessary strategy to not only come back from injury, but be better. And that's ultimately what it's about, being better. With Warren Sapp coming, talking with them guys, it's no more. It should be no more of that I, me. It should be team. We should be rushing together, putting pressure on quarterbacks together, making an impact together. Because when we're doing that, that's when we're playing our best ball. So, like I said, wanted to come in, check in with you guys. I was thinking about Chase Young. Like I said, seeing those clips of him and Von Miller. We know he's coming off the ACL. And I just want to know, what do you guys expect from Chase Young this season? What will satisfy your hunger? Because ultimately, we have to be realistic as a fan base. But then again, we also have to realize that he was labeled as a generational talent, and he was our second pick in the first round. So, there's some expectations. So get in the comments. Let me know what you expect from Chase Young this year. I'll definitely reply to some of those comments. I really appreciate you guys checking out the content. We're going to keep coming with this. I ain't going nowhere. Back again like I never left. It's your boy, RBA from BA. Richmond to be exact. Peace.